Horror as a genre is subjective. It comes in many ways. Sometimes it can be right in your face. Sometimes it can be subtle and make you wait for it. Or sometimes you are the one searching for whatever it might scare you. A style of horror that has recently taken over the internet is the ARGs/web series. Both ARGs and web series don't need to be specifically in the horror genre, but that's just how most of the people know about these. ARG stands for alternate reality games. A horror ARG is more like an interactive mystery that pretends to be real and unfolds across multiple platforms with puzzles. A horror web series is like a TV series with a linear story that is published on YouTube, TikTok, or any other online platforms. It's structured, scripted, and meant to be watched passively. So the key difference is a web series, you watch the story. An ARG, you experience and investigate the story. While I'm not a big fan of horror in general, I can enjoy the effort put into some of the projects made by dedicated groups of people. And you know what goes hand in hand with horror? Roblox. More specifically, the horror style of content made on Roblox. Roblox ARGs have been popping off lately with an amount of creators that cover them, the many ASOM related collabs, and so much more. There are dedicated fans that actively watch these ARGs, some of them even have a fandom. Roblox ARGs do have some similarities between them, but they do follow separate stories. Some stories even intertwine with other separate ARGs, collabing with them in the middle of the story. It's interesting how they can tell so many beautiful stuff by using old Roblox. There are so many ARGs to this day that aren't even done or haven't been discovered by anybody. If you couldn't tell by the title of this video and the intro, I'm going to take a deep dive into the strange world of Roblox ARGs. I want to break this genre of Roblox content from many similarities within them to many YouTubers that cover them and so much more. So, with all of that out of the way, let us begin. Roblox ARGs do have different stories, but some of them do have some recognizable patterns. I already said that ARGs are meant to be interactive, and Roblox ARGs are no strangers to puzzles, codes, and others. Usually, there is a very important line that can differentiate what an actual ARG is. The line can be blurry at some points, but most people will confuse if something is actually an ARG or not. On the Roblox side of things, it can go two ways. The YouTube channels have several videos that have all the secrets around them, and an actual Roblox game that you can go play right now. But I'ma talk about the Roblox games first, since they are the easiest to understand. So the ARG games do present themselves as normal, without any problems, sometimes being of low quality. But at some point, you will find something strange with the experience. Like finding some sort of cryptic code beside a house, a weird image beside a wall, or even a video link. Or if you don't find those, then the entire game is in the ARG on its own. In-game, you'll find secrets that will take you to registered areas of the game, some of them even taking you to different private games related to the ARG. Let's take for example this game called Sonic Saves Robloxia. This is a horror ARG, presenting itself as being a normal Sonic the Hedgehog game related to Roblox, but deep down is actually a Sonic.exe game. I'm not going to explain the Sonic.exe lore since it's not the main focus right now. But to keep things short, you play as yourself in the main game. You go around the map, see some models of Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, and Eggman. Eggman wants to take over Roblox, so Sonic and his gang needs to stop him. But at the start of the game, and when you finish it, a mysterious figure is typing on a screen to the user to find out the secrets of the game, by starting with a riddle. When you are doing these puzzles, you'll find a different ending of the game that will continue differently. It makes the player interact with the environment to find out the real truth behind this game. You see, that's an ARG that takes place in a game. The player needs to join to do the work themselves. The second style of Roblox ARG are the YouTube videos. A channel will be found on YouTube that usually will be archived or taken from a random laptop or something similar to that. The channels have an old style to them. I'm unsure how old some of these videos take place in Roblox, but I'ma put it around 2009 or earlier, I don't know. The videos themselves do differ from channel to channel, but do follow some common things, like there is a main character related to the story that either has some mental problem, personal issue, or even a real life problem. Secondary characters that are categorized in friend groups or only one friend, minor background person, or just one moment character. An antagonist that can either be the players themselves, a mysterious group of individuals with suspicious intentions, or the most common one, an unknown entity that, not all the time, has some sort of knowledge of the protagonist and their problems. Usually the antagonist will always use the knowledge that they have on the protagonist to either mentally demotivate them, abuse the power that they have to corrupt the secondary characters, or actually hurt the protagonist themselves, or straight up innocent people that don't deserve anything. If I missed anything or you think I got everything wrong, then you can just go comment down below. Okay, so an ARG that does this the best is I Has a Face LOLs. The main character is Aubrey, from what I got, has some sort of personal trauma that she needs to overcome it. But in this case, an entity called JX1DX1 that throughout the series tries to destroy Aubrey's will to live by separating her from her friend group, by actually murdering people that believe that Aubrey's videos on him are fake, and so much more. Throughout the videos on the channel, there are many cryptid codes, secret games, and unlisted videos that the viewers can search. The story goes much deeper than what I just said. Okay, so I explained the basics of how Roblox ARG works. While they are pretty well made with a team behind it all, it still requires the player to do the work. That's final. Now that I explained how most of these ARGs work on both video styles and actual game style, how do some of them even get popular? How do people on the internet know about David the Storyers, Recall Our Heart, and so much more? Well, it's actually pretty easy. Most of the people know about these ARGs from none other than the Roblox ARG YouTubers themselves. On the platform, there are many YouTubers that usually cover several types of ARGs. Usually they are the ones that look deeper to find the many secrets hidden within the video games / videos themselves. And besides looking for the answers on the channel, they also do recap the entire story of the many ARGs that they cover. I said how most of these people know about these ARGs. Well, that's kinda how it works. Some people don't go around on their own to find these Roblox ARGs. The only way that people know about these are the YouTubers themselves. Some big YouTuber will either cover a mysterious channel, aka the ARG video style, or they will just go play the game themselves, covering the story and its puzzles, aka the ARG game style. Now, at the core, this isn't anything bad. They are YouTubers that do their job, of course. They do the hard work for us, the viewers, so we can enjoy the story and lay back without moving a single finger. You see what the problem is, right? An obscure channel that is being covered by a bigger one for the views takes away the entire horror aspect of an ARG. The viewer doesn't think of searching the channel themselves, they search the most popular YouTuber that did the work for them. The horror part in an ARG is the fact that the viewers themselves need to work to find the secrets. I kinda get the idea that some people can't find the secrets faster than the others, but the problem is that it takes away the entire horror aspect, the mystery, and the way that people can experience the story themselves. Having you sitting down in the corner and watching someone going in games doing the stuff that you could do. Look, I'm not a smart person, I can barely do second grade math. If the YouTubers are able to decipher codes, find secrets, or even be part themselves of the ARG, then good for them. But it takes away the big important factor that makes a Roblox horror ARG scary. The horror. I am not scared at all, I'm not bothered, I'm entertained at best. While it's not a bad thing to be entertained in a story, I want to be spooked, I want to shit my pants and not to see some memes in my horror video. Most of them do edit their videos to add some memes there, and it doesn't really help the horror part of the ARG. While some ARGs have the horror factor, it's usually not the main focus, as the main thing about the Roblox ARG is the story. There's nothing wrong about that, but having a cheap jump scare there won't cut it for me. I might get spooked, of course, I might shit my pants, but that won't give me the dread a horror ARG must give me. What I do get is that they give out theories about what might happen or something like that. I might be wrong here, but you might think I'm either right or completely stupid, but hey, it's just my opinion on the topic. Now, how do these YouTubers find these ARGs is beyond me. The most I can say is that they either find it randomly by switching ARGs and praying that they find something, or the creators of the ARGs come to the big YouTubers and ask them to search their series. I can't be sure. Now, I want to end this part of the video by saying, do not trust anybody mentioned in this video. You can enjoy these ARG YouTubers and you don't need to be the one that looks directly into the videos themselves. I hope you guys get what I mean in this chapter of the video. Alright, let us move on to the next part. Now, I want to talk about 3 popular ARGs. Of course, I'm not gonna talk about all of the popular ARGs out there because I'm just one man with 5 Discord servers nuked to the ground. So what I'm going to do now is look at 3 ARGs, shortening their stories, going over the characters, explaining the villains, and then pointing out the various similarities between them. Also, I need to say this before anybody in the comments sends me a pipe bomb to my mail. I'm going to criticize most of these ARGs/web series at the point of flaws and some personal gripes about them. I'm not saying you shouldn't like them or hate them, just trying to take my opinion on it as my view on Roblox ARGs. Okay, with all of that out of the way, let's start with the first ARG. Davey does tutorials. Davey is a 13-year-old boy who loves to play World Tower Defense on Roblox and upload tutorials on it on his channel. In the beginning, he commonly was playing with his friend named Geometry, forcefully making her feature in his videos. After her sudden disappearance, he gets his other friend named Z7K to come here instead. However, Davey was able to spot and join Geometry after suddenly appearing in one of Davey's lobbies. This ultimately led to Davey discovering the remains and deciding to explore and spot documentary videos on it. Throughout his journey of the remains, he finds several strange anomalies such as the doppelganger and weird structures. Using his new equipped illuminator, he's able to fight back and keep exploring. Most time Davey spends the remains is him exploring the area or fighting off threats. Whilst exploring, he finds Geometry and they both briefly interact before he suddenly disappears and a boss meter shows up. After following a strange player named James Warrior 14 and killing the main boss, Davey makes his way into a large flower field with James. It is there where he ends up accidentally killing James by mistake. I has a face lols. For the next 2 ARGs, I was not able to find at all the wiki plot for them since the creators of the wiki just need to make it 10 times harder for me to copy and paste it. It's just amazing how some people can make the easiest wiki search so hard to navigate. No hate towards them, of course, they did a good job on the site, but for fuck's sake. Where am I meant to go? Okay, sorry for that. Anyway, the story of I Has a Face Loss, aka Aubrey Sets the Rework. Yes, this ARG, web series, or wherever this might be at this point, got a rework. Why? I don't know. But I'm not gonna complain much since the story is still similar to the original one with just a bit of pain and new stuff that I won't cover because I'm lazy. The story is about Aubrey that goes around and makes a Roblox game for her and her friends, but one day something strange happens. The game that she made gets corrupted, destroyed and glitched. Who did this? Well, the entity called JX1DX1. His entire gig is that he wants to destroy everything that Aubrey has, like her friend group, her games, and even killing people. Unsure, but who knows. The videos keep coming and the story keeps on going. At some point, I Has a Faceless ARG had some special episode collab with another ARG called Seal Directory. That's the simplest explanation of this ARG. The story in detail goes much deeper than what I'm saying right now. Recall a Hollow Heart. Recall a Hollow Heart, or known as RA for short, is a Roblox ARG by an anonymous team which mainly follows the Roblox player and content creator DragonDudes3, who makes videos, mainly skits, on Roblox alongside his friends. As time goes by, they get watched by an unknown entity referred to as the Influence. The channel is run by a jar by the door who slowly recovers all videos originally posted by DragonDudes3 that were at some point lost. I can't find a longer description for this. Anyway, the thing about these ARGs, they are the most popular ARGs as of today. I do like them, but I do not have the mental capacity to sit down and watch an hour-long video of raw footage just to get jump scared by whatever the fuck this might be. They are boring to sit through on your own. This goes back to my ARG Youtubers point. You won't be able to sit minutes or even hours without having someone explain the story, moral, symbolism, and other stuff. It would be hell. For me at least. Now the villains do fall into the same category of an unknown entity that uses the protagonist's trauma against them, or, you know, a weird ass group. JX1DX1 has a stupid amount of power, starting as nothing more than but a digital virus to where the fuck this is. The Influence is a weird anomaly. It doesn't talk, doesn't walk, or actually hurt anybody. I have no idea what the Influence is. It's just big structures that stalks the victims and eclipses them, turning them into vessels, whatever that means. Now, I don't actually know who the main antagonist of Davey Does Tutorials ARG is, so I'ma go past it. Okay, now that I have gone over the antagonists, let's take a look at the protagonists. While they all have the same age, around 12 to 16 from what I know, they all have some sort of massive flaw or trauma in their life. All of these ARGs take place in a very old era of Roblox, besides David the tutorials, since the camera quality is way better for some reason. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about this part of the video, so let's just move on to the last section. Why do people like Roblox ARGs? What's so appealing about these old style Roblox videos? And why do so many people enjoy them? Well, there are many factors that make an ARG enjoyable for many people, taking into consideration that I don't know if those factors actually do make an ARG likable. It's more the most common thing that I noticed from the research that I have done on ARGs and their fans. Now, the first thing that people like about ARGs is the story. The way that the creators are able to make such an interesting story is through the way of Roblox to express emotions, symbolism, and so many other factors. Most of the stories in ARG are so captivating with such an interesting world building. The many videos that tie together, even some of the hidden videos that are private that give you a pretty good amount of lore. It's impressive how some of these teams create stories, maps, avatars, and many others themselves. I do really like how engaging the stories can be sometimes and how they can keep your attention on the screen to see what might happen next. Now, no story is good without characters, and ARG is no strangers to the amount of characters that they have done. Their personality truly define the many characters throughout all of these Roblox ARGs. These characters move the story forward and make the experience enjoyable for the viewers with their personality, appearance, and the character as a whole. Another thing that characters do have is the way that some of the viewers can connect with the main protagonist of the story. Let's just say that the characters are relatable to some viewers. Like the emotions, the situations, and so many problems that the characters face in their story can be relatable to some viewers going to something similar. Another thing that people like about ARGs is the aesthetic, the way that the creators use old Roblox specifically. The aesthetic of old Roblox can give out a sense of nostalgia to some viewers. Yeah, to be fair with you guys, I don't really have much else to say to this part of the video, so I suppose we can move on. Welp, that's for today's video. I'm sorry I didn't manage to make this video longer or even add more information to some sections, so I'm bad for that. Now, this video was meant to be out earlier. Fucking school has gotten in the way. This video is from a poll I made a while ago, but I'm already made the entire list of the following videos on the channel. But do not worry guys, I'm going to make more polls on this channel later. This video is meant to break down this style of Roblox videos that has recently taken over the internet. I didn't want to go into much detail on every single ARG, but I hope I managed to cover what's important. Also, I am so sorry for my horrible upload schedule, like... the fuck. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Also, do not forget to leave a like, subscribe, and share the video with your parents and cousins. Anyway, see you guys another time. See ya!